Have you ever noticed when someone starts dating a woman specifically, they change their outfit. They get a glow up, so to speak. They learn how to dress. Apparently TikTokers are discovering what they're calling the girlfriend effect, which is when a dude, and this is very heteronormative, when a dude starts dating a woman, he starts dressing better. And that is the effect, that hashtag girlfriend effect, 11 million views strong on TikTok. Is it a trend? Here's one guy who explains how he himself went through that girlfriend effect based on his own style. Take a look.
So I'm gonna show pictures of me in chronological order from the month that we met until now. This is the starting point. This is the month that we met, and these are the outfits I would pick for myself. So this is what she had to work with. Here's another. I had a Merce. Low-key held so much stuff though. Here's my hair at the time. It was buzzed on the sides. So she saw potential in this somewhere really, really deep down. Working from what she told me to bring, I started being able to make like okay outfits. After a while, this is me in Florence. My hair started getting a little bit longer. By the middle of October, my hair had grown out a bunch since the starting point, but it still like didn't look good. But like I wasn't looking bad. And then we moved to Copenhagen for the summer, and that's like a fashion haven. So I started trying to dress like a little bit cooler. I got this Dickies jumpsuit at a thrift store at her request. I looked like Dean from Wizards of Waverly Place. Anyways, this summer she's just like kept giving me recommendations, approving my fits. And it's done wonders. I like so much more how I look now than when we met.
Well, there he is, cute little boy. Bless your little heart.
Making references to the Wizards of Waverly Place, like that's an old show. I'm like, I want to slap him.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Right now.
100%.
That video has 20 million views, guys. There's a lot more though, and then we'll talk about it. Here's a compilation of other girlfriend effects. Wonderful. There they are celebrating their hot boyfriends that they gave a little makeover to. Guys, what do you make of this? I'll just say, first dude's hair was terrible in the before. It does look good grown out. Like that's the only thing I'll say about that. The rest of it, I don't know. I'll wait for you guys to weigh in, and then I'll feel safe. And I'm like Ron DeSantis, not willing to raise his hand yet until I see you guys, and then I'll be like, yeah.
He got 10 million views because he's cute. That's the Matt Rife effect, not because the girl made him look better.
Ooh, shots fired, and so true.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, no, I'm not. Like, well, I would just say, go ahead, girl, prepare that man for the next chick.
Yeah, exactly.
You met a dusty dude, you really liked him, and then you were like, you know what, let's get you fine and put you on social media so that now all the other chicks can go shoot their shots. But I think this is a great marketing ploy for single women who are like trying to campaign for relationships. Like it's really hard out here for single women, and they're like, let's make them feel like their life will get better if they get a girlfriend. You gonna start dressing nice and your hair gonna smell clean. Let's go.
That's what I was trying to see. What gets them from the befores to the afters? Because I was looking for details, and it's always the hair. Which, by the way, I was confused by the first guy because the pictures of the afters, the hair was spiky and up, but for some reason in his, I don't know, it's a overlapping image. It was back. It was very Justin Bieber. I was like, sweet, you didn't do your hair that day, or what's going? Anyway, it wasn't a good representation of it. But still, the question is, how often does this happen? Vice versa. Are there any dusty women who then get a glow up because then there's the man in her life? I couldn't see.
No, there's never been a dusty woman ever.
We don't exist. They don't exist. But you know
what? They don't exist.
I just want to say that I think it's funny because not one dude I ever dated got better after he dated me. And I don't know if that says anything about me. I just really want to be transparent that once they got comfortable and realized that we were in a relationship, that's when they started getting it went the other way. Usually when I met them, they were like great, and then they got dusty.
That makes sense.
That's exactly my experience
too.
You
got that magic punani that you got somebody going to take a bath.
I know, but or they're like not seriously dating. I just feel like these girls have it figured out. I feel like the TikTok women, the young Gen Z, maybe they figured out because it absolutely is usually the opposite. And I have tried to give my boyfriends and now husband a makeover, right? Like I've just been like, please, you know what I mean? I'm like, cut your hair, do this, do that, and it's just like nothing works. There he is.
We need the before. We need the before.
This was pre-dad bod. JK, I love you, babe. But I mean, here's my thing. Outside, why are you gonna make him look more attractive to other women? But going to the gym, like I'm the only one that's gonna see you naked. I mean, we hope. So I definitely get that. Like, you're like, okay, babe, like, you know, heart health. We're hitting 40. Come on now, heart health.
To go to the gym, even. I mean, well. It's
Jared,
where you want to.
You gotta glow up.
It's almost like a. You know, they say there's trophy wives. So you walk around and you have your wife, and you're rich and you don't care what anything else about her except making yourself look better. This is a glow up. If you have a glow up boyfriend, it makes you look a little better. I don't know if it's towards other women. I don't know if there were kind of backwards politics between women that are unsaid many times. They'd be like, oh well, she's got a boyfriend that's hot. So does that make it mean she's raised up on any kind of social level? I don't know. It works for guys that way. But if they can, I guess more power to them. My only changes I've ever happened was my brother, when I was in college, he's older than me, and he told me, Jay, you gotta stop wearing XL t-shirts, because I was 145 pounds. XL t-shirts and big baggy pants, because that's all I would wear. And I changed it, but then now I'm reverted in my 40s to hats and hoodies. So I guess I reverted myself.
The Queen Bee has a song called Upgrade You, which is, you know, she upgrades you. I guess this is the upgrade you era. But I mean, I would say these girls just have a handle on a good TikTok trend. And you know, like we take so much of this stuff to heart, but I just think sometimes people figure out what catches fire. Because everybody that I know, regardless of how old they are, that's in a relationship with a man, is like, I just want him to put some lotion on his elbows. That's it. I'll settle for the lotion on it. And I just think it's interesting to see that this is working in the reverse.
Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, and also guys are being seen more. To be glowing on Instagram, they care about it more.
Maybe this is TMI, but the one time, and I wasn't dusty, but I was an activist, all right? I was like, you know, I've dumpster dived before. Like, you know, I was listening to a lot of Marley back in the day. I was like, you know, a little jam bandy as well. And I was dating somebody and he gave me like $100 gift certificate to Victoria's Secret, which I was like, that's so romantic and like cute and hot. And like, maybe this is spicy. And then I looked at my underwear and I was like, no. This is a subtle jab at like my ratty ass collection of underwear that truly needed to glow up. So I was, you know, and the little anti-capitalist in me was like, that's whatever, you know. So, but then I took my ass to Victoria's Secret and was like, okay, they onto something here. I should probably get this.
Glow up, glow up,
glow up.
Yeah,
sometimes
the glow up.
Necessary.
I'm still working on it. Here's about t-shirts. Like, I don't know, I think there's a certain level where a man should just get a collar. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like a formal business suit, but like a collar might work.
At least
you know?
available
I think
in the closet.
Yeah.
You have to at least
a soft
show.
collar is good. Not all t-shirts is what I'm trying to say, as she wears t-shirts, but still.
But yours has patterns on it. When we wear t-shirts, it has like Nike on it. It's a difference.
Sometimes.
I think some people know how to put themselves together well, regardless of how much whatever they have on costs. Some people have this flair for style that I know guys that they'll just wear a t-shirt and some sweats with some sneakers and they just look put together. And then there's somebody who has all the name brands on and they look like a hot mess. I think it's just, you know, a matter of who you are and how you put together. But for me, it's like, what happens when you break up with this girl? You gonna go back to being dusty? Like what's your motivation here? Are you doing it just for her? Because now you're a prop and you're walking around with her and the designer dog and you guys are making TikToks, are they? Or is that something you've embraced and you said, hey, this is who I am and this is what I want to do now?
Would you do it if you're not with her anymore?
That's right.
Is the best question. True.
Right. Here was, okay, I forgot to throw to this video because I really like this. This was a critique of the girlfriend effect, because this is a man who's paying very close attention to the different glow ups and basically saying, no, they're not dressed better. In fact, they look really basic. Take a look.
It'll be like a picture of him in streetwear or like in an outfit it's not like a bad outfit. It's not like every piece of that is a hit, but it's like, oh, that's like a really bold statement piece, and like all of those things, it seems like you really care about them and they tell me something about you, and I feel like I kind of get your vibe based on what you're wearing. And then they'll go to the after pictures of how they started dressing when they met their girlfriend. They just look like the most regular capsule closet Zara catalog man. No personality. Like, don't get me wrong, a good amount of these are like good transformations. A lot of the time I'm like, wow, why would that man ever wear that, let alone put a picture of himself wearing that on the internet? But a large amount that I'm seeing are also like, why did you tell your boyfriend to only wear colors that the Amish can produce?
I thought that was kind of true for the first kid, because he ended up just kind of being very, like, J. Crew boat collection. When he started, he was wearing like a little crop top, and I was like, okay, showing his whole midriff. I'm like, all right, that's a choice. What do you guys think?
I'm open to. I mean, there's sometimes things get reversed. I'm open to a degree to guys then having to worry about conforming to this look, because look throughout history how much it's had to be. There's always these these pushbacks and activist things where women have to not conform to the same societal factors that's supposed to be beauty factors that many times men put forward. So if it gets reversed a little bit and guys have to try and conform because women are like, yo, I got way too many options here, because the more and more, I think Adrienne Lawrence said this before, the reason these many guys on a different level complain about having to work at getting women, these incels, and having to impress a woman is because previously guys didn't have to. There was too much dependency from women on their soon-to-be husbands that you're like, oh, I can look like a schlep, I can treat her like garbage, I can do anything I want, and she still needs me. They don't need you no more. So now we have to start acting like we're worth something more, and many of us aren't good at accepting that.
I'm with you. Anytime there's pressure on men, I'm with it. As they say, pressure makes diamonds. So, but yeah, I just think it's really interesting. What these narratives that keep continuously getting pushed, and young people are listening to this. It's really interesting to hear, like, you got to glow up because you get a girlfriend. And I was watching people criticize Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, and saying that he looks like a sheriff that pulls people over because he has this little mustache, and that his glow up is going in the reverse. There's a whole bunch of like pictures of him with his old girlfriend, and it was like he looked so much better, and now that he's with Taylor Swift, he looks like he's out there with Elon Musk. So it's just.
He is in Kansas City, Missouri. Though,
I know, it's interesting.
I know, yeah. He's a 10 over there. It doesn't matter what he looks like.
I mean, we've seen guys put these weird. It's the Movember look used to be a thing 10, 15 years ago when they just wear the weird
serial killer mustache.
Only for like a month. I didn't know how to describe it.
I mean, also you could just have a personality. Do you know what I mean? Like man, woman, whomever. You could just be funny. That's sort of, that's how my husband trapped me. He's a podcaster, but he makes me laugh. So it's okay. If we're in squalor, at least we'll be laughing about it.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate it if you become members, because that allows us to be independent, honest, progressive, all the things that you don't get from corporate media. And all of that is because of you guys. Hit the join button below and become one of us. Become a Young Turk.